Welcome to Larc Lane Podcast. Chris, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? How's your summer going?
It's going pretty good.
Dog days coming to an end.
I know, right? Were you able to make it to the DSP appreciation event, Music on the Lawn, this summer?
Actually, I did. I volunteered for that. It was a really nice turnout this year. We had a musical guest and lots of games, lots of food, slushies.
Yeah.
So it was a great event this year.
I heard it was fun. I heard that it was a great way to show appreciation for DSPs, how much we appreciate them, how much we honor what they do, and they're just so valuable in the lives of families and individuals. So it was great to take that time
Agreed.
to support them and celebrate them, really.
And it was nice. We had a DODD representative at the DSP Music on the Lawn. So families and DSPs and individuals got to engage with her. So that was really nice.
I love summer. You can get more space, more fun things. Who doesn't like music on the lawn?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like music?
That's a good question. How about 80s music? Who doesn't like 80s music?
Our show's a little wild today. So did you do anything exciting for the summer?
We did our usual summer. We did some going to the lake. Our son is home from school all summer, so we spent a lot of time with him. We do like family date nights, as we like to call them. I know that he loves that he's 22 and he enjoys John and I taking him everywhere. So we spent a lot of time with friends and family and made the trip that way. How about yourself?
Same. We did some traveling this year. I had a nephew that graduated.
Nice.
He's going to college, just started college, and we discovered a quarry in Gibsonburg, Ohio, of all places. Thank you, TikTok.
Right.
So, yeah, it's been a good summer.
Yeah. I'm ready for the transition to the new season, though. I think I'm ready to end out of summer, move into fall, and get ready for the holidays. And
ready for those pumpkin
Christmas is right around the corner, right?
Christmas, whoa.
I saw on TikTok somebody had there's 12 or 10 Sundays to Christmas. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Those are good people.
If you say so.
Well, I'm so glad we have Lori coming today as our guest, Lori Balogh. And she does so much in the community. There's so many fun things that are happening and social activities that they're doing in the film fest. And there's just always something going on.
I love how she gets our individuals so involved in the community and just empowering them to make choices and just making them feel valued.
Making some dreams come true socially, especially.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear about the partnerships that she has in the community because they seem to be so unique, so valuable, and always room for more.
So many.
Well, let's call her in.
Let's do it. Hi, and welcome back. Today we have our very own Lori Balogh, Community Inclusion and Employment Manager. Welcome, Lori.
Hello, but I just want to let you guys know there is an update.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, do we need a drum roll?
Yes, please. Well, I just have a new title. So I am now the Community Inclusion Director.
Awesome.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Breaking news on Larc Lane Conversations. Tune in.
Hot off the press.
What better place to do it than
That's
here?
right.
Well, congratulations on your
Thank you.
promotions.
Thank you.
How exciting.
So how does that differ from your former role?
Nothing.
Okay.
Doing the exact same thing, just a little bit more responsibilities and more delegating to the coordinator.
So talk a little bit about your role at the county board. It sounds like you wear two different hats, actually.
Yeah.
So
Well,
tell us a little bit more about that.
it's trying to find the community things. When I came to the community inclusion department, we didn't have all the events that we were doing. So a lot of times staff will come up and say, hey, I want to do a unified kickball. That came from our Special Olympics team, which turned into Family Fun Day. So we had the food trucks, we have the rock painting, we have all the fun stuff. We have the provider support now that comes out to that. And Community Film Festival, when I took that over from Lisa Combs, who used to work for the board, it turned into a little bit more organizational. Like, okay, this is May 31st is the last date for the films and the committee, and just being more organized and ready to go. There's days where I have 3 folders of festivals opened up and, okay, this is happening, that's happening. So it's a lot of juggling, a lot of organization, as well as making sure, we still have our travel training and we still have our advocacy and we're still doing our fans and we're still doing the benefits. So just trying to keep, and pre-ets. So just trying to keep that side of it rolling, but still trying to get all those community events rolling as well and continuing new events that come up.
I was thinking when I was looking at just all the things that you guys do, like you guys are the social committee. You're the fun place to be. You want to be there. You want to work there.
Yeah. We do a lot of the fun things. We always say, like an admin, it's business up front, party in the back.
We've heard that about you.
Yeah, we're the party in the back. But yeah, it is just trying to also get the community involved as well. The partnerships that we have, like Metro Parks, Mercy Health.
Can you talk a little bit more about like what those look like? The partnerships?
Yeah. We get a hold of our contacts, and we say, hey, we want to do this thing called Bike Day. And we went to the first day we were doing it, we did it at the board, and it was a total flop. The first one was a total flop. But the second one, I was like, let's have it at a park. So I got a hold of the park person, and Lindsay, and she said, hey, we are doing this outdoor expo. It would be perfect for you guys to do it there. So then our second year, we had it more, outline, but Ability Center, we use their bikes. Mercy Health helps with bike safety and gives out helmets. And then we have Safe Kids who let us use their bike rodeo. And then Team of God comes in to also talk about biking and where you can go for biking. So having the staff out there riding the Ability bikes, and then being able to do like a little rodeo and give out prizes for people who finish it and everything. And also just giving the community the other side of, if you can't use your legs, how do you use a bike? So we have the bike with the arms, and we have the trikes and everything, so people can see there's different ways to get around that transportation.
I love that. Speaking, sticking in with community partnerships.
Yeah.
What do you think? What advice would you give to people? Because community partnerships are so important anyways. What advice would you give to say what works and what doesn't work? How do you even start to look?
It depends on the idea. So like right now, we really want to do a splash pad inclusive. So we were talking about doing Promenade Park. So I just happened to call the commissioner of the Parks and Rec, did not know who I was calling, just, making a phone call. And I talked to her, and we're going to make a big event. But the Jamie Farr Park is where we want to have it because it's a more inclusive, bigger splash pad than Promenade. However, it's not ready because there's pools, I guess, within pools. So it's not going to happen this year, but it's going to happen next year. That idea came from an individual who has an electric wheelchair who wants to be able to do a splash pad. So we have the portable changing station that we can use to put her out of her chair and put her into a shower chair or a transit chair and be able to roll her into the splash pad. So like just those community events that we're thinking about. And it's probably going to be called Molly's Day because it was Molly's idea.
Awesome. You stole my question. So basically, developing these partnerships with different community partners, do you generally just do like cold calling, or how does that work?
It depends on the idea first. So it starts off with the idea, and then you kind of have to backwards plan it. So like, where can we have it? Where can it go? Who should I call? If you have small contacts, they kind of tell you who to talk to. So I wouldn't be talking to like the parks ranger. They'll be like, oh, you need to talk to this person. And then keeping up with those contacts and making sure if they retire or they leave their position, who to talk to. Yes, a lot of relationship building too. Yeah. So that's important as well.
Has there been any lessons in your job that you think would be beneficial for other people to learn?
I think listening to your staff is a huge lesson, and finding out what their passion areas are and try to keep with those passion areas, as well as really explaining the why. Why are we doing this? We're doing it because of the vision of the board. What does life mean to our individuals, that quality of life that we want to give the individuals, because we're not really doing the plans like the SAS department is, or checking with the providers like the provider support or doing MUIs, but it's more of finding what is out in the community and connecting people to people, places, things. So that is really,
it's like a foundational.
It's almost, and almost like what is the desired outcome and those meaningful activities. How can we assist in getting those activities to be actually relevant and actually happening?
One thing that you said made me think that was such a positive thing, that you have that open dialogue. So individuals are choosing like, hey, we want to look at this and we want to do this. And then you guys are, well, let's do it.
Right. Yeah.
And
I
then
have like
connect
a
it with the community.
whiteboard of like things I've been working on for like the last 2, like a fishing derby.
Yes.
That's been on my list for the last 2 years. And I just happened to be on a Facebook post and I'm like, oh, there's a fishing club. Well, we need to talk to this fishing club and see what we can start going on with that.
Right. It makes it so much more fun too. And so natural. You get everybody involved, working towards the same kind of goals.
Yes. Yeah. And I think like the community too is getting more and more aware
Yes.
of people with disabilities and getting them into our community and helping with the adaptive, fishing poles or whatever is needed. They're more like, okay, yeah, let's do this. Because when I talked to the parks commissioner, she was like, this is an amazing idea.
Yeah.
We're thinking like, it's at a park. We can buy all the providers. They can have a barbecue out there and while enjoy the splash pad. So
I love it. And I know that it was a great thing about the portable changing station. So can you talk a little bit more about that and what it actually does for people?
yeah, it is a 24-foot trailer. It has a toilet, a sink, a shower that we're not using right now because we don't know how to use it, a lift, a electric lift, and a adult changing table. So it's lowered down by hydraulics. You can go up into it. It is very private. We took it at the fair, and the best story I have to say is, and it almost made us all cry, is a lady said to one of my staff, "This is amazing because I was allowed to go into a private place and not in that sweaty hot box and have the door open and have my mom transfer me from my chair to sit on that toilet. I was able to go into this air conditioning area. I was able to transfer myself. My mom didn't have to help me, and I got to sit in peace and use the restroom. And I didn't have to worry. It was so clean. I didn't have to worry about anything. And so it was just more people being able to go out to community events because there's some place where they can go to use a facility. Big families, you have a lot of kids and they're running around and you have to use the restroom. And what are you going to do? It's a 24-foot trailer. They can run around in the trailer while you're using the restroom. Elderly, elderly have the same problem if they have a walker or something trying to get into the handicap stalls. They're just not made for those walkers. So it's pretty
Not only
cool.
giving people a sense of privacy, but a sense of dignity.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Should we get to the fun stuff?
Yeah. Let's see the dirt that we dug up on Lori. Are you
Let
ready?
me get my list out. Hang on.
You can get out while you
There's
want. If you
probably a
want.
lot. There's probably a lot there.
No, this is awesome stuff. This
We've
is-
heard that you like to dance for your staff. Is that true?
I do. I have danced for them. I will put on
I feel like
my
I should have
tap
done
shoes.
a true or false.
I know, yes.
I do I tap dance, adult tap dance classes. And so on Wednesdays is my class, and there's days where I bring in my tap shoes. And so I will be dancing in the hallways.
I did not hear that part.
Yeah, that was a self-disclosure, which is good. Like
is
we're
a
getting the real
self-disclosure.
story.
Thank you.
The true
Thank you.
confession of it.
We know and we've seen you in different events that you love to dress up in costumes.
I do.
So
My husband finally stopped asking when something comes from Amazon. He's like, I don't even want to know.
he doesn't even bat.
He just
an eye.
he's like, whatever.
Did you have to build a new closet?
I do. I have like a closet of all my stuff. Like they got the Christmas tree, which
Yes, give a little more explanation for that people that don't know.
So it started with Special Olympics. They do a Christmas basketball with Wood County. And so they're like, hey, everyone needs to dress up. And so I was on Amazon. I'm like, oh my God, they have this inflatable Christmas tree. So I bought it, and I was so excited I got it. I put it on right away, and I'm out in my front yard waving to all the cars that I drove by. It was a hit when we were at the basketball game. All these little kids are running up to me and hugging me.
Yes.
And then the Snowy Social. I did that last year, and so Teresa just asked me, "You gonna do it again?" I'm like, "I got green tape on that hole on it, so we're good." And then the same year I did it for the Special Olympics, I went to the Project Happiness. I said, "Hey, you guys buy candy canes. I'll walk around and give staff candy.
And we loved it.
And yeah, it was fun. It
was
was
a hit.
fun. Yeah.
Love that. That's great. So when your neighbors see like these inflatables walking around, they know it's you?
They just know. They're like, whatever, it's Balogh. Don't worry about it.
So tell us about these department meetings. We heard that you like to surprise your staff.
I like to do
How do you do that?
I like to have treats and things like that. And when we do our big retreat meetings, the last one we did was a marshmallow spaghetti build, where they had to build the highest tower with marshmallows and spaghetti noodles.
Goodness.
And
How does one do that with spaghetti?
it was well, they're dry noodles. So, but I put all the leaders together, and I'm very impulsive, which is probably a weakness. I probably should sorry, I'm a little impulsive. So I got all the leaders of the teams together. I said, okay. And the winner, I go, we'll have lunch on me. And I wasn't planning on doing that. And my poor husband, and I'm like, lunch on me. And they're like, yeah. And so this is the competition of, we had a snowman built in one of their forms. We've had a Statue of Liberty was on top of it. So the qualification was height, stability, and creativity. So we're shaking the table, seeing if it will stay or not. And it was fun. It was so much fun.
That sounds like, do you plan this every month at a department meeting, like different activities that you do?
I try to do activities more for our big retreat, like fun things for our retreat. I think the one we did last year was everyone got a picture and they had to describe what their picture was. And they had put the story in order. And everyone kept showing each other their pictures. I'm like, stop showing your pictures. Like, stop.
Do you have any final thoughts for us? Anything you want us to know, or our listeners and viewers out there?
Well, let's see. We've got Family Fun Day coming up. Trunk and Treats is coming up. Our last Rec Jam is coming up in October, which will be a Halloween theme, which is at the Rec Center this year. So we
Lucas County Rec Center.
Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger, the attendance. So I need bigger and bigger places, especially when it gets inside. Like the summer months we do at the Centennial Terrace, which they can have 1,000 people. We're good. But inside, there's cutoff limits. So yeah, we're gonna decorate.
Good.
We're gonna decorate one of the barns, and I think we're dressing up as the Addams Family. I'm not 100%
Nice.
sure what's gonna happen.
What
there.
about the festival, the film festivals?
Film
Talk about
festival
that.
just passed. It was in
Yes.
August, and we had 21 films.
Can you talk a little bit about that for people that might not know?
Yep. So we really start off in January. Individuals will come up to us with, I want to be in the film festival. I want to create a film. So we really start talking to them from January through March and making their films. What is their vision? What does it look like? And so we had films about, someone interviewed a judge, someone talked about their advocacy, someone talked about their golf outing with their inclusive partner. We talked about what autism means to somebody and being unique. We talked about somebody's life being born with kidney issues as a child and going through the process. We partnered with Fulton County this year, so it was kind of fun to have another
I was
county.
just going to ask if all the submissions were from Lucas.
No, but we had a couple from Fulton, which is fun too, to have, spread it out a little bit. We had a People's Choice Award. It was our second time we did People's Choice.
Oh, I like
so,
that.
it was a live voting at the day of. It's a little chaotic, but we keep it together. Who's got good handwriting? I'm yelling in the back, and someone's like writing their name in the back on the certificate.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and people who win get a glass globe trophy. It's pretty heavy and it's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
And it's a lot of fun just to sit there and watch. We had such a great amount of guests that came to last year. So
Always makes it fun.
yeah, it's
I don't
always
know,
good.
man. Director, tap dancer,
I know.
woman of events,
I know.
tree, Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. I was a minion at one of the reading things that we did for March DD Awareness Day at the school.
I'm not even shocked anymore.
No.
I love it.
No.
No, if you see something, you're like, that's probably Lori. We had a disco room at an admin at one time, but the maintenance took it down because they had to get in the ceiling. But we had like a disco ball, we had disco lights, and then you had buttons you had to press for music. So the idea was, and people started avoiding it, was if two people walked in the same door at the same time, it was a dance-off.
We need that at Larc Lane.
Yes, I think so.
We need that
I
at
think that's a
Larc
good. I'm going to
So-
put that in the suggestion
Yeah,
box.
I think
I
you
will
should.
as well.
I think
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah, in every department.
Yeah, every department needs a dance-off room.
For all the people over
It's a good
50.
way to start the day.
Walking in on crutches. I tried to do the centipede. I got a little ahead of myself.
Oh. Well, Lori, thank you very much for being with
Thank
us
you for
today. We
having
appreciate
me.
it. And congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, Phyllis, we're so glad that you're joining us on the Larc Lane podcast. Thanks for being here today.
Welcome, welcome.
I hear you do a lot of great stuff, like a lot of fun stuff, a lot of important stuff. Talk to us first about the film fest. Did you do a film this year?
I did Judge Lori Olander.
Oh, you did an interview.
Yes.
What did you love about it?
I liked interviewing her because I was best friends with her sister Michelle, and I want to know where she worked at and what she did for her judge.
Yes.
And the different things she does. She told me she does a docket during the week. And the one week when I came in, she was not in court at all, so she has to sign orders.
She's a busy lady.
That was a great idea. Something different, something fresh, right? Did you have a favorite film that you watched during this year?
I like the one I did, and I like the one that the guy did that had autism. He did on one with Special Olympics.
Oh, both interesting. Is this your first time doing it, or are you a pro at them?
I'm at a pro at it, and I found out about it during Lisa Combs during the pandemic because we were on Zoom, and she says, "Do you think you want to be a filmmaker?" I said, "Of course."
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anything less from
I was going
Phyllis.
to say, I can see it. You're kind of like a trailblazer, Phyllis. You do a lot of fun stuff. What do you talk about? What would you like to talk about that you do for fun?
I actually do acting for fun in plays at UT right now, and I do my films, and I also like doing our Plain Truth News Project.
Ooh, talk a little bit about what's that?
It's for people with disabilities that don't know about the news. So I've been to Chicago, I went to Washington, D.C., and I also went to Port Clinton.
You sound like a world traveler there.
You are a world traveler. Holy smokes.
Awesome.
Wow.
Where would we be able to find that information? Or
I think Becca Monteleone through UT, she has a Plain Truth News Project that you could go to on the internet and look that up.
that sounds awesome.
I also am part of People First. I'm president, and I'm advocate for Salute, and I do special leadership. And one of the other fun things I do, I like to go to Common Grounds and spend some time with my friends. It's a social active group. We do stuff.
Drink some coffee and chat with your friends.
Yeah. And then I also go to do cheerleading, do Special Olympics, and I also do track.
That is a schedule. And
Do
you
you,
still
do you
find
have
time.
any downtime? Do
You
have
still
any
find time to
downtime?
work, right? You're still.
I'm working at Kroger's part-time.
Yes.
It's 9.5 years. I'll be there 10 at the end of January.
Wow. Congratulations on that.
And the store is brand new. I love it.
Talk a little bit more, Phyllis, about People First. I think that might be something that
It's an
people haven't heard
advocacy
about.
group with Quinn
Is there something?
Thomas is her name. So it's through we used to go to the Billy Center. Now we have to go to the McCord Library at McCord out in Holland.
What types of things do People First do?
They kind of do the same thing with Salute. We have speakers come in and speak, and we ask questions, and they speak on different advocacy things.
So do you guys decide on things you're going to do in the community?
Some things in the community. I've been to the animal shelter the one day to help Quinn volunteer with the cats.
Nice.
So we had to wash all the litter boxes and stuff out. It was fun.
Volunteering is so important.
And I know some of those cats don't have anywhere to go. It's so sad.
And you are a cat lover, right? I heard you have a cat.
I have a cat at home. I have Ginger.
Yes.
I used to have Sammy. Sammy's been in heaven for 3 years now, but she's 17. She is so old. I took her to the vet last week, and she's good. Good to
That's
go.
awesome. What are some things that you have coming up the rest of the year for Salute?
We have the trunk or treat coming up this in October. Synergy's coming up October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We are going to Sandusky.
Well, tell us about Synergy?
It's an advocacy conference. We go see different speakers, and we're going to go to a dance also.
Oh, I love the dances. Those are the most fun, aren't they?
And they also have Jeremy Developmental. He comes to DJ for us.
Oh, is he pretty good?
Yeah, he doesn't do the dance, but he'll do some DJing. And then We Thread Together, as Steve Felt and I used to go on We Thread Together during the pandemic a lot. So I've came friends with him on the internet and when we're at places.
I love that, Phyllis. You're talking about how you were able to stay connected during the pandemic, because I know that was a hard time, right, for a lot of people. And share about how did you do that?
Well, Cassandra Wilson, she was on Zoom and she's like, Phyllis, do you know how to get on the internet on Zoom? I said, I had no clue how to do it. So I used my phone in the beginning, but I got a laptop now. So it just took some time to get used to it. I didn't know what to do. They had Special Olympics, they had cheerleading. They also had track and field. They had everything on there.
I remember that.
It was hard.
But it's also great because you learned a new skill.
Yeah.
Now you know how to do things
And
virtually.
then I was at work. I thought, oh my gosh, I hope I don't die, because everybody was finally got the shots. But I didn't like wearing that mask thing. I said, okay, I'll do it. And Chris would come in and see me every day over here. She said, oh my goodness, you're doing what you're supposed to, Phyllis. You're doing good.
You did great. I know we were all in it together, right?
Yes.
Yes. We made it through. Here we are.
Yes.
talking to us today. And I love how involved you are in your community. I love it.
Yeah, between the social and the volunteering and the acting.
I used to go to Family House to serve lunch on Thursdays. We haven't gone in a long time. Darius and I don't go anymore because I guess we're busy and sometimes we're not sure about transportation. So another thing I did, I fight for TARDA. They finally got TARDA in Holland and Oregon. And I see that Rossford and Perrysburg also have TARDA Flex. Hopefully they get TARDA and TARP soon.
Did you say you were an advocate for that? Can you talk a little bit about how that happened?
Well, you know how they had the voter thing coming up?
Yeah.
So I told everybody to vote for issue 13. So I was on the news with Angie Goodnight in the background. I had a sign, and I'm like, I hope Oregon gets it in Holland because I have a best friend, Sarah Powers, lives out in Oregon, and she has no transportation whatsoever.
You sound like a very strong advocate, right? What are some tips or what would you recommend for somebody who wants to learn how to advocate for themselves?
Sign up for Salute or People First.
Yeah.
They take Project Stir.
Can you talk about Project Stir?
It was a 3-day class where you learn how to be your own advocate of what you want to do in your life. Like I went with Darius. It finally happened. It took some steps and some time.
I hear some clapping.
And I also got a big award at the board. I don't know if Chris heard about that one a long time ago. I got that big award. It's at home.
Tell us about the award.
I get Advocate of the Year.
Oh, congratulations, Phyllis. Well deserved.
I'm just tired of here. I'm already tired. And you do so much.
I'm busy.
I know.
What do you like about volunteering? What's your
helping others. When we went to Family House, we had to serve their lunch. I got to see what homeless people are like. It's just so sad. They don't have anywhere to live.
Volunteering is important in the community, and I can tell that, things change when you volunteer.
And the animals at the Humane Society, I feel sorry for some of them because they don't always find homes for them. Sometimes they're stuck there forever.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk to us or share about your life? You have
I want to make sure that people know to stick up for themselves with disabilities. If they can't,
yes,
they can always call me or call their people. They can help them.
That's awesome advice.
It's great advice.
Phyllis, thank you so much for being with us today. It was so nice to get to know you and hear about all the great things that are going on.
It's great to see you.
And don't forget about the Trunk or Treat and the Family Fun Fest.
Yes.
I'll be there in costume.
September and October. I know Chris last year was a shark.
I was a shark.
She a shark?
It's a mystery this year. It's a secret.
We're going to have to guess?
It's a secret.
And then iDance will have a couple of performances. I know they're having a couple of talent shows coming up. One in September, one in October.
Busy time. Well, we have some big news about the podcast, don't we, Chris?
Actually, we have 2 notes of big news.
The first one's very sad. I know that people are missing Dave Mullins' voice.
I know I am.
Yes. But he left us.
Well, he retired.
Left us high and dry.
He did. I think we'll survive it.
We'll carry on without him. We got him a parting T-shirt.
We did.
He was wearing, he said 24/7. So if you see him, make sure that you acknowledge his role in Larc Lane podcast, Larc Lane Conversations podcast, and getting it started. He will be missed.
He will be greatly missed.
Yeah.
He was a great addition to the show.
So big shout out and a big thank you to Dave for all the work, everything that he did. You will be missed. If you're listening, you could be a guest at any time. Reach out, send us an email, let us know.
Let us know if you want to come back.
What was the second big announcement? What's our big news today?
The second big announcement was Lori Balogh being on the show and getting her promotion. So,
and
yay,
let's
Lori.
note that for it being breaking news on the Larc Lane Conversations podcast. So if you have breaking news and you want to announce it, what better way to come on the Larc Lane podcast?
We'll do it for you.
Yeah, bring us on.
Yeah.
Email us.
Send us an email.
You could be our guest.
For sure.
Making your announcements. She was a great guest today, though, wasn't she?
She was.
So interesting. Never knew that about the tap dancing.
I did not know that as well. I did not. I knew that she dressed up inflatables, but I didn't realize she did it in her neighborhood. So that is a real sense of bravery on her part.
Yes. And it's good that her neighbors aren't protesting or that they are
I think
involved.
They expect it now.
She has a supportive family, it sounds like, so that's good. We're glad about that.
She has a whole closet dedicated to inflatables.
I love finding out, too, about all the partnerships that she's done and it's just a great, fun job. It sounds like that she's made it even more fun.
I think it's great. She's just empowered so many of our individuals that we serve at the board. So
Yeah, between the social and the self-advocacy and the films, just always something going on. So glad to have her on today. And what about Phillis?
spectacular.
I know, no other word, right?
She is, talk about the true definition of community inclusion. I mean, she is such an advocate, and just, you can tell she just enjoys everything. She just enjoys embracing life. So,
And fearless, willing to try all the new things. Talked a little bit about how she worked through COVID and still kept her connections and still was brave enough to try the new things and learn computers and learn Zoom that we all had to do.
yes.
So it was a great podcast, a great wrap up.
Thought it
Until
was.
next month.
See you next month.